Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, inshallah, we'll solve paper 2CR. For 2CR, this is a variant for 2C. Okay? We'll start with the first question. This is 2018 exam paper 2CR. Paper 2CR, 2018 May, June. First question. Name the gas that is a compound. Inside the table, you have a gases. Which one of these gases is a compound?
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide. So you have ability to write carbon monoxide or CO, as you like. The question number 2. Gas.
Name the gas necessary for rusting to occur. Oxygen.
So it's oxygen gas here.
Name the gas that reaches moist litmus paper. Chlorine.
Chlorine gas. Yes.
Name the gas that has the highest percentage by volume in air. Nitrogen.
Nitrogen gas, 78%. Yes.
Name the gas. Okay. Determine the two gases that have the same relative.
EE.
Name the gas that has the highest boiling point.
It has a highest boiling point. Check here.
Chlorine.
What? What you said?
Chlorine.
Chlorine, yes. Because in the negative, the lower number is high, صح؟ في النيجاتيف بيكون الرقم الصغير هو الكبير. تمام؟ فهنا نيجاتيف 35 هو الأكبر. اوكي؟ ماشي. letter F.
Determine the two gases that have the same relative formula mass.
هما الاثنين ليهم نفس الماس. ليهم نفس الماس. مين يا ترى ليهم نفس الماس؟ انت طبعا لازم تحسبي الماس ليهم.
من البريودك تيبل.
بالضبط. الكلورين ب 39 بوينت ب 35.5 يعني هما الاثنين بكام؟ 71. الاكسجين ب 16 عندك اثنين اكسجين يعني 32. كربون مونوكسيد الكربون ب 12 والاكسجين 16 وعلى بعض يبقى كام؟ 28. النيتروجين الواحده ب 14 عندك اثنين نيتروجين يعني 28 والهيدروجين طبعا الواحده ب 1 you have two hydrogen so little. يبقى which gases have the same mass؟
كربون مونوكسيد والنيتروجين.
والنيتروجين both 28 ببساطه شديده كده. طيب this is the first question as you know 6 mark for the question. Question number 2, read the question. Start read.
This apparatus to study the rate of the reaction between marble chips and dilute hydrochloric acid.
Yes, what the student did, he added marble chips to dilute hydrochloric acid and he put here a cotton wool. The mass of the total hydrochloric acid with the conical flask with marble chips is 220.25 grams. She uses this method. What she did? Read what she did.
Place a conical flask on a balance. Put 15 grams of large marble chips in the flask. Add 25 centimeter cube of dilute hydrochloric acid to the flask. Record the mass of the flask and contents and start a timer. Record the mass of the flask and contents every 30 seconds until the reaction ends. The equation for the reaction is calcium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid will give us calcium chloride, carbon dioxide, and water. Number A, explain what happens to the mass of the flask and contents during the reaction.
Yes.
The mass decreases as the gas. The other rule carbon dioxide gas escape.
Yes. طبعا you can see here carbon dioxide gas escape out of the flask, escape out from the cotton wool. Okay, so go to the atmosphere. So the mass will decrease. As you see here, how many mark for the question? 2 mark. 2 mark. Mass decreases. This is number 1. Mass decreases. You have to explain why mass is decreases. Why mass is decreases. Mass will decrease. Why? As carbon dioxide, gas, okay, escapes out of the flask. So carbon dioxide gas escape out of the flask. Okay. Number 2.
State why the reaction ends even though some marble chips remain in the flask. All the acid has reacted.
Yes, all hydrochloric acid has reacted because we added here extra of marble chips and it reacted with hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid has reacted. So marble chips will react with what? There's nothing to react with it, okay? Question number 3. State
how the student would know when the reaction has ended.
How?
No more decrease in mass.
Yes. Stop decreasing in mass. Stop decreasing in mass. As you see here, we can measure the rate of this reaction by measuring the decrease of the mass. Once decreasing of the mass, okay, stopped, I know the reaction has finished. So here, your answer supposed to be when stop decreasing in mass. So I can understand this is the last point in this reaction. Question letter B. Okay, go ahead.
The student plots results on a grid. At which time is the rate of the reaction greatest?
Yes.
4 minutes.
No. In any chemical reaction, the rate of the reaction is the fastest, the greatest at the beginning. So which minute here?
A.
You know, this is like when you start to play, your playing will be very active at the beginning or at the end. Your activity, okay, will be high at the beginning or at the end. What?
At the beginning.
At the beginning. It's exactly like your day. Your activity at the beginning of the day is very high, but at the end of the day, it's near Maghrib, for example, oh, you are very tired, I cannot do anything, just I need to eat and sleep. Okay, it's exactly for the chemical reaction. The reaction is the greatest at the beginning. So at the 1 minute, the rate of the reaction is the highest. So here, cross in letter A. Question number 2. Go ahead.
The student repeats the experiment with the same volume and concentration of acid, but with 15 grams of smaller marble chips. The grid sketch the curve you would expect for this experiment.
Okay, what she did, she repeated the experiment, but here she used the same mass of the marble chips. She used the same volume, she used the same concentration of hydrochloric acid, but here at the beginning, large marble chips. But now, what we said, smaller marble chips. So I increase the surface area. What do you expect about the curve here?
More steeper.
Yes, so I can draw it here in front or behind the original curve.
behind.
Yes. Okay. So I will start with here as well. And you must end with the same level. Look. Like this. Okay. Got it? So now you will get to mark if your answer would like this. Got it?
Yes.
2 marks. Okay, go ahead. Question letter C.
Explain how decreasing the concentration of hydrochloric acid affects the rate of reaction to particle collision theory in your answer.
Okay, if you decrease the concentration of the hydrochloric acid, what will happen to the rate?
The rate of reaction will decrease.
Decrease. So lower rate of the reaction. Why? You must refer to particle collision theory. If you decrease the concentration, there are
The
more
number of
particles or fewer particles in the same volume.
fewer
Fewer particles, yes?
So there will be fewer collisions between the particles.
Yes, fewer successful collision between the particles. Then the rate of the reaction will decrease. Number one, I will write decreasing concentration means fewer particles of acid in the same volume. Okay, 1 mark. Once you decrease the concentration, you have a fewer number of particles of acid, so fewer successful collision between particles take place. Because fewer successful collision between particles take place, so rate of the reaction decreases. Someone will write, instead of so the rate of the reaction will decrease, will lower rate of the reaction. Both have the same meaning. As you see, 3 marks for the question, 1 mark for each point. Can you repeat it again? Repeat again, please.
Explain how decreasing the concentration of the hydrochloric acid affects the rate of reaction referred to particle collision theory in your answer. Decreasing the concentration means there are fewer particles of acid in the same volume.
Yes.
So fewer successful collisions between the particles takes place. So the rate of reaction decreases.
So the rate of the reaction decrease. Okay. So 3 marks for the question, 10 marks for the whole question number 2. Go ahead for question number 3. Okay, start to read the question.
A student is provided with a solution of potassium hydroxide,
Sodium hydroxide.
Sodium hydroxide, and a solution of 0.0200 mole per centimeter cube phosphoric 5 acid.
Okay, so this is a reaction between sodium hydroxide and phosphoric acid. A reaction between base, okay, and acid. So this is titration process, neutralization reaction. Okay, what she did?
She does a titration to find the volume of the phosphoric acid. It reacts with 0.5 centimeter cube of sodium hydroxide.
So the summary of what you said, this is a titration between hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, and phosphoric acid. What she did exactly. Okay, start. This is the student's method.
The student's method, add phosphoric acid to a clean burette until it is nearly full. Record the burette reading the measuring cylinder to add 25 centimeter cube of sodium hydroxide to a clean conical flask. Add a few drops of phenolphthalein indicator to the flask. Uh, place the flask on a white tile. Add
Yes.
phosphoric acid from the burette until the indicator changes color. Record the burette reading. Wash the flask using distilled water and then dry the flask. Repeat the cycle.
Okay, so what she did, she added here sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Okay. Inside the conical flask, sodium hydroxide with indicator phenolphthalein indicator. What is the color of phenolphthalein now? What is the color of phenolphthalein
Or after.
with sodium hydroxide? Here is sodium hydroxide.
Pink.
Pink, yes. Because phenolphthalein, the color of phenolphthalein with hydroxides is, with sodium hydroxide is a pink, but the color of phenolphthalein with the acid is colorless. And we added here hydrochloric acid. So this is a reaction between titration between hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. Okay, complete your reading. So I need to know what happened here. Read.
Form a
A.
piece of apparatus that would give a more precise measurement of the volume of sodium hydroxide.
Okay. If you need to add sodium hydroxide to the conical flask, you need 25 cubic centimeter. How can you measure 25 cubic centimeter accurately?
Using a pipette.
Yes, using a pipette. So here, if you need to accurate volume, so I have to use pipette. Pipette. Number two. Number two. Complete.
Suggest why the student places the flask on a white tile to observe the change of color clearly.
Okay. Suggest why student place a white tile to see the change, in the color more easily. Okay. Number three. Go ahead.
If the color change of the phenolphthalein indicator during the titration at start pink, at the end is colorless.
Colorless, yes. As you know, as we said before, the color of phenolphthalein in the alkaline solution will be pink. The color of phenolphthalein in acidic solution will be colorless. So at the end of the reaction, the medium inside the conical flask will be acidic medium, so the color will be pink. So it will be colorless, excuse me, because this is acid. IV, go ahead.
The student dries the flask after washing it with distilled water. Suggest what is not necessary to dry the flask before repeating the titration.
Why? If I wash the flask with distilled water, no need to dry the flask if I need to repeat the titration, because the water particles doesn't affect in the number of moles. It doesn't affect in the number of moles of sodium hydroxide present. Maybe you say because water particles will not affect the titration process, will not affect on the result, because this is distilled water, it's a free of salt. As water will not affect the concentration of sodium hydroxide on the flask. Okay, you can say any word about that. You can say because water will not affect on the number of moles of sodium hydroxide present. It will not increase, it will not decrease number of moles of sodium hydroxide. So this is the answer I prefer to write in this question. So what is the answer? Can you say it again? I need the answer only.
As the water will not affect the number of moles of NaOH present.
Present, okay? Because this is distilled water. This is just for washing. Okay. Here you have to take a reading. I said before, when you start to take a reading, start from the lower number. So if you need to count here, don't count from 2.1. No, count from 1. Okay? Burette reading before adding the acid. I said before, if you remember, you have to know the scale. What does it mean, the scale? The small line, it indicates what? Is it 1? Is it 0.1? Or what? Between 1 and 2, the difference is 1 divided by how many small lines between them? 10. So a small line is 0.1. So count the first one. What is this?
The reading before
Yes.
1.4.
No, this is not 1.4. You know why? Look.
Oh, sorry.
1.4 is here. It's more than 1.4. It's in the middle between 1.4 and 1.5. So it will be
1.45.
1.45. Okay. So here 1.45. Volume in cubic centimeter of acid added. After here, it was written for you. Before it was 1 point, you said 4. I said no, it's not 4, it's 45 because the line in the middle between 1.4 and 1.5. So what is the volume in acid in cubic centimeter of acid added? You have to subtract
21.35.
21.35. 21.35. Okay. Complete your question. This is just for reading, nothing else. Okay, here, read.
Another student does the experiment 4 times. Table shows his results. The concordant results are those within 0.6 centimeter cube of each other. Place text in the table to show which results are concordant.
Which results are concordant?
هو عاوز هو 0.20 بالظبط ولا عادي لس
You know concordant, what does it mean concordant? First of all, concordant, what does it mean?
اللي هو the difference between two results is 0.2 أو ال difference في الفوليوم يعني.
Concordant result, we took it before. Which results are concordant results? And why? Don't say just tell me which results, but I need to explain from you why you choose this.
I'm asking اللي هو Should it be 0.20 exactly or less? Can I
Look,
take it?
concordant results, you mean it's a results near to each other, not far from each other. Which results here are near to each other?
21.50 is near to 21.35.
Look, 21.5, 21.3, 21.4.
Yeah.
These are concordant results because it's very near to each other. Okay, 21.3, near to 21.4, near to 21.5. Is it 21.6? No. Is it 21.7? No. Is it 21 what? It's a 21.8. So it's so far from these results. So this is not a concordant result. Concordant results, 21.50, 21.35, 21.40. Okay. Equation number 2, use the concordant results, which you understood from the table, to calculate average, mean, volume of the acid. How can you find the average of these results? What you will do? Average, math.
الsum بتاع ال 3
Results divided by?
Divided by 3.
3, yes. So 21.50 plus 21.35 plus 21.40 divided by 3. What is the answer?
It's at 21.42.
21.42. So you understood what is the meaning of concordant result?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
The results that are close to each other.
Yes, the results which are close to each other. So this is called concordant result. Sometimes he asking you about anomalous result. Anomalous result, we mean the result which far from the most of results. So which one is anomalous? Between 1.8. 21.8, okay? So this is anomalous, but these 3 results are concordant. Okay?
Yes, تمام.
Okay. Mohamed, how are you? Yeah, Mohamed, how are you? Are you okay?
Yes, and you?
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead with this question. Okay.
Iteration is repeated many times.
Yes.
The average result from all the iteration shows that 25 centimeter cubic sodium hydroxide reacts with 21.30 centimeter cubic of 2.2002 mole per decimeter cube. Phosphoric V acid. The equation of the reaction is
Okay. Calculate the concentration in mole per cubic decimeter of sodium hydroxide. Mohammed, if you need to calculate the concentration equal what? The law of concentration. If you need to find concentration equal what?
Concentration equal volume.
No. Nor concentration equal what? From the third triangle?
Number of moles على volume.
Yes, number of moles divided by volume. So this is the third triangle you must know about stoichiometry. The third triangle said if you need to find concentration, you have to divide moles divide by volume. I need to find concentration of sodium hydroxide, so I must know moles of sodium hydroxide and the volume of sodium hydroxide. Mohammed, what is the volume of sodium hydroxide you have in the question?
Volume of sodium hydroxide
is
25.
25. What you will do with this volume? You will use it 25, or you will do something with this volume?
We make it decimeter.
Yes. So how you convert cubic centimeter into cubic decimeter?
Divide by 1,000.
Divide by 1,000. Exactly, precisely. So here you have the volume, but you don't have the moles of sodium hydroxide. How can you find the moles of sodium hydroxide?
By mole ratio.
How? Give me the method.
Sodium hydroxide.
Yes.
هو قال إن عندنا مول بير سيمتر سلفر أسيد، فإحنا نضرب 0.0200 في 3.
No. Noor, do you have any opinion here? Noor, how can we find number of moles of sodium hydroxide? How?
By using the second triangle.
Yes. How you with this? How?
We convert the volume to decimeter cube. After that, we divided the volume by 24.
Can I say something? Do you have any information about phosphoric acid? Do you have any information about phosphoric acid?
Yeah.
What you have here?
The
Volume?
volume will concentration.
Can I use this information to find number of moles of phosphoric acid? Someone will say, Mister, the question asked you about sodium hydroxide. Why you start to find number of moles of phosphoric acid? I will say yes. Once you have number of moles of phosphoric acid, you can gain a number of moles of sodium hydroxide from mole ratio. Got it?
Yes.
So how can I find number of moles of phosphoric acid?
We will divide the volume of phosphoric acid by 1,000.
Okay, so moles of H3PO4 phosphoric acid equal concentration multiplied volume from the third triangle. What is the concentration in the question?
0.0200.
0.0200. Mohamed, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, multiply volume. What is the volume of phosphoric acid?
Volume of phosphoric acid
Is what?
21.30 divided by 1,000.
Yes, so I have to divide 21.30 divided by 1,000. Who can make it? Make the division first in your calculator. Make it 21.30 divided by 1,000 equal. Then the result.
0.0213.
What?
0.0213.
The total what?
الإجابة 0.000426.
So the final answer is 0.0. 0.0, yes?
0
0.
0
Hmm.
4
4
26.
26. This is the number of moles of phosphoric acid. Any question about this? Noor, got it? Mohammed, got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now I know phosphoric acid is 0.0000426 mole. Now I will use mole ratio between phosphoric acid and the sodium hydroxide. As you know, it's clear 1, 2, 2, 3. So number of moles of sodium hydroxide equal what? Who can tell me?
0.0000426 times 3.
Yes. So moles of sodium hydroxide, from mole ratio, we understood sodium hydroxide 3 times as its phosphoric acid. So 0.000426 multiply 3. So equal
0.001278.
0.00
1278.
1278 mole. Now I have number of moles of sodium hydroxide. Now you can use the third triangle, okay, to find the concentration of sodium hydroxide. So here, concentration of NaOH equal in number of moles, which you said it now, 0.001278 divided by volume of sodium hydroxide. 25. When you divide it by 1,000, it will be what? 25 divided by 1,000.
0.025.
0.025. So just moles, which I found it from mole ratio, divided by the volume, which already exists in the question, equal for what?
0.05112.
0.05112 mole per cubic decimeter. Got it? Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So the idea here to find number of moles of phosphoric acid first, then use mole ratio to find number of moles of sodium hydroxide. Don't use this volume, Yanur, because you said at the beginning, I will divide this number divide by 24. No. Attention here, you have phosphoric acid. You have full information about phosphoric acid. So you must use these informations, okay? That's okay. So you have to write the final answer. Mohamed, identify a compound that is not hydrocarbon. Compound. There is only one compound, not hydrocarbon.
T.
Why?
T, because it does not contain carbon and hydrogen only. It even contains bromide.
Yes. As you know, hydrocarbons is compound which contain carbon and hydrogen only. But here T, it contains C2H4 Br2. It contains bromine, so this is not hydrocarbon. Okay. Question number 2. Mohamed, go ahead.
Identify a compound that has the same empirical formula as its molecular formula. B.
Have the same empirical formula.
P.
P.
صح.
Why P?
Because it cannot be more similar than this.
Yes. You cannot simplify this. You know, this is the empirical formula, and this is the molecular formula as well. Okay, because this is the simplest form for methane. Got it, Yanur? Understood?
Yes.
Draw displaced formula for compound B. Displaced formula means you have to show all bond, CH4. You know what I will do here? Can you draw it for me in your papers into my WhatsApp? Or just to say here, what we will do here in work without, because it's very easy. What will we do? Displaced formula CH4. What will we do?
Normal C.
C.
4 bonds.
4 bond of hydrogen, yes. H here. H. H. This is the displaced formula. Sometimes in CH3OH, look, in CH3OH, if I need to draw displaced formula for this compound, if I did like that, H, and here OH. Is it correct or not correct? Is it correct or not correct?
No, it's wrong.
Why? Why is not correct?
Because there should be a bond between the O and the.
Yes, OH is not correct. Displaced formula, you have to show all bond. So you must draw O bond H. The common mistake is most of the students, when they start to draw displaced formula, they make OH at one block. Question letter double I. We need 2 isomer from compound U. This is compound U. I need 2 isomer from C4H8. You know isomer? Compound which have the same molecular formula but different structure. So kindly draw in your paper 2 isomer for C4H8, then send to my WhatsApp. Go ahead. This one. Formula for this one. يلا يا محمد.
Okay.
Yes, Muhammad.
Send it.
I didn't receive you, Muhammad.
It's in the road.
Okay. Just now got it. Okay, where is the second one? We need 2.
Okay.
I send it.
Okay, no. Yes, that's correct. Bravo. Mohammed,
Uh,
look. This is alkan or alkene? C4H8.
alkene.
Alkene, because CnH2n. As you know, alkene is very easy to draw isomers of alkene. Just to change the position of double bond. Okay? C4H8. C4H8. Draw 4 carbons. Here, I will draw 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put a double bond here with carbon 1 and the carbon 2. After that, put hydrogen. Just fill by hydrogen. Here's hydrogen. 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 C4H8. C4H8. Another isomer. Even here, draw 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you will do? Just to change the position of the double bond. And instead of between carbon 1 and the carbon 2, make it between carbon 2 and the carbon 3. And the fill hydrogen. H here. Hydrogen. And hydrogen. But make sure each carbon surrounded by 4 bond only, not more than 4, not less than 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here, just put 1 hydrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here, 3 hydrogens. Got it, Mohammed?
Yes.
Okay. I said before many times, drawing isomer for alkene very easy. Just to change the position of the double bond. Just to change the position of the double bond. Okay, next question. Describe the observations that would be made during this reaction. When compound Q react with bromine to form compound T. When Q react with bromine to form compound T. This is test for alkene. What you will see? What is your observation? Mohammed, what is your observation here?
Describe during the reaction. Can you go up?
Okay. When compound Q converted to compound T by adding bromine. What is your observation?
Observation.
Mm.
It's substitution reaction.
Observation means something you can see, something you can observe by your sense. Something you can see, something you can smell.
The color changes
From
orange to brown.
From orange to Noor. This is a test for alkene. When you add bromine water to alkene. Noor, what will happen here?
The color will change from orange to color.
Color, Muhammad, it changed from orange
To colorless, yes.
to colorless. Okay, suggest how compound R could be converted into compound T. How can you convert R into T? Let's to check R and T. How can you convert R into compound T?
Compound T to R.
R into T, how?
By substitution reaction.
How? Reaction with what? You will react R with what to form T?
We react R. No, you said we react R with
Muhammad, C2H6 converted to C2H4Br2. So it reacted with what?
bromine.
Bromine. Yes, there is a condition for this reaction. Alkane.
Ultraviolet radiation.
Yes, ultraviolet radiation or light. This is, if you remember, reaction between alkane and the halogen. What is the halogen here? Is a bromine. There is a condition for the reaction. Yes, the reaction must be in the presence of light. So here, guys, reaction with bromine, 1 mark, in the presence of light, 2nd mark. Okay, go ahead, Noor. Noor.
Compound Q is used as the starting material in the manufacture of polymers such as polyethylene and polychloroethylene. What type of polymers are polyethylene and polychloroethylene?
What type of polymer? You have two types of polymer: addition polymerization and the condensation polymerization. This one, what?
Addition.
Addition. Any alkene will form addition polymerization. Complete the diagram to show the separate formula of polychloroethene. Polychloroethene. What I have to do here? Complete and more. What I have to do here?
هو عاوز المونيمر ولا عاوز البوليمر؟
I need polychloroethene. Polymer. He need polymer.
هنعمل single bond ما بين
Then
وهنعمل bond مع كلورين.
Must contain Cl down here. In any place, it doesn't matter for me. In any place, put chlorine. After that,
the 3 bonds left will be
hydrogen. That's all.
And we'll put N outside, and we'll do a bond with 4 bonds.
Bond here and the bond here. That's all.
We will put N.
Yes, you must put N here. Without N, you will lose 1 mark. You will get 1 out of 2. You must put N here, because N, it means it's extended. I have a large number of this one. Okay. Mohamed, neon is a polymer formed by different polymerization process. Give the name of this polymerization process.
Name the name of the polymerization process. فهو عايز الاسم بتاع البروسيس.
I have only 2 processes: addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. Condensation polymerization. State a difference between the 2 polymerization. What is the difference between addition and condensation, you know? Noor, what is the difference between addition and condensation?
Condensation هو في condensation بيعمل react مع water.
No, not react with water. Look, in addition, you will react ethene with ethene with ethene to form polyethene. Propene with propene with propene to form polypropene. Methane with methane to form polymethane. In addition polymerization, I have only 1 type of monomer. Okay? There is only 1 type of monomer. But in condensation,
there are more than 1 type of
2 different or more than 1 type of different monomers. This is a difference. There is another difference, yes. In addition polymerization, there is only one product. I means when you react ethene, it will produce polyethene only. Okay. When you add benzene with benzene, it will produce polybenzene only. But in addition polymerization, it will produce the polymer and smaller molecule. Maybe H2O, maybe HCl. Okay. Got it?
Yes.
So these are the main difference. A lot of difference. You can write as you like. Okay. This question, look to the apparatus and tell me what is this. Names of process take place in Hoffman voltmeter. What is the name of the process? Yes? What?
Electrolysis.
Electrolysis. This is electrolysis. State why zinc shouldn't be used for electrode. Electrode must be graphite or platinum, not zinc, not iron. Why? Why?
Because
It's
will
inert.
It's what, Mohammed?
Because it's inert and reactive.
If it was inert or unreactive, we should use it. But he said what? We shouldn't use zinc.
Zinc, because it's reactive.
Yes, because zinc is reactive. Because zinc is reactive. Because zinc is not inert. You must refer to the word inert يا محمد. يبقى تكتب هنا zinc is not inert. You must refer to the word inert. Okay?
Okay.
Maybe someone will say zinc will react with solutions. We must use graphite or platinum only. Okay. Noor, question B.
Describe a test to show that the gas produced at the positive electrode is oxygen by glowing splint.
The result?
And the splint will relight.
Relight. Question number 2.
Write an ionic half equation to represent the reaction that produces hydrogen at the negative electrode. H positive فوق جنبها 2 اللي هو 2H positive.
2H positive. Yes.
Will plus 2 electrons.
We gain 2 electrons.
Will give us H2.
We produce H2. Okay. Complete here. This is not with you now, but for a day. Question number 6. Mohamed, read number 1.
Okay.
From the first, read them out.
Heptanol and hydrogen are both used as fuels. A student uses this apparatus to find heat energy released from the combustion of heptanol. He uses this formula.
Q equal M multiply 4.18 multiply delta T.
Delta T.
What's a Q?
Your heat energy used M equal mass of water. Delta T change in temperature of water.
Okay. مم.
1 centimeter cubic of water has a mass of 1 gram.
Right.
State the measurement that the student needs to record to find the value for the heat energy released.
مم.
هو عايز الميجرمنتس.
State the measurement that the student need to record to find the value for the heat energy released. What is the student must measure?
What the student must measure.
مم.
Change in the temperature.
ممكن يقيس لا هو يقيس ايه؟ هو الدلتا تي ممكن يقيسها صح؟
صح.
ايه ممكن يقيس تاني؟
mass.
الماس اوف ووتر، هو محتاج الماس صح؟
صح.
ممكن يقيس
بس
ايه تاني؟
الهيت انرجي ريليزد.
ممكن يقيس الفوليوم اوف ووتر، انه ان 1 كيوبيك سنتيمتر.
الهبتانول الاماونت اوف هبتانول بيرن.
الووتر ممكن هو يقيس ايه؟ ميجر الفوليوم اوف ووتر.
يس.
ويقيس ايه تاني؟
والاماونت اوف هبتانول بيرن.
لا شوف، انت ادي الايكويجن كيو ايكوال ام ملتبلاي 4.18 ملتبلاي دلتا تي. انت يا اما تحسب، انت محتاج تحسب ايه؟ يو نيد تو فايند الام اند الدلتا تي.
اوكي
صح ولا لا؟ هو ده اللي الستودنت محتاجه، انما 4.18 this is number. So student need to find what? M اللي هو الماس اوف ووتر and temperature, the difference of temperature, the temperature of water before and after burning. فهمان يا نور ولا لا؟ نور
Yeah.
فهماها دي ولا لا؟
I didn't get it.
Again, this is the equation, yes?
Yeah.
Q equal what?
The mass times the 4.18 times the delta T, the change in temperature.
Okay, the student need to find the Q. So what are the value he need to find to need to record about this? This is the equation. الستودنت محتاج يعرف ايه؟ ال 4.18 ده نمبر اوكي معروف، يبقى هو محتاج نقصه يعرف مين ومين؟
الماس والchange in temperature.
بس فهمتيها كده ولا لا؟
تمام.
ها فهمتيها ولا لا؟ نور كلير؟
Yes تمام.
يبقى هو محتاج يعرف ايه؟ محتاج يعرف الماس اوف ووتر اللي هو الام، ومحتاج يعرف الدلتا تي. ايه هو الدلتا تي؟ اللي هو التشينج in temperature، change in temperature before and after burning. هو ده اللي محتاج يعرفه. هو لو عرف الام والدلتا تي هيقدر يحسب الكيو ولا لا؟ ها يقدر يحسبها ولا لا؟ ردوا عليا. اذا عرفنا الام والدلتا تي خلاص، انا عندي الام وعندي الدلتا تي، اضربهم مع بعض واضربهم في ال 4.18 يدوني الكيو. Very easy يعني. طيب question number 2. The student burned 0.75 gram of heptanol. Okay? And calculate Q to be 19 كيلو جول. يعني هو حسب الكيو طلعت معاه 19 كيلو جول. ماشي؟ Use this information to calculate molar enthalpy change for the combustion of ethanol. ومديني هنا الام ار هيبتانول هي 140.
Okay.
What I will do now?
أول حاجة بنجيب بنطلع number of moles.
صح. أول شيء أنا عندي إيه هنا يا جماعة؟ أنا عندي الجرامز أوف هيبتانول وعندي الام ار هيبتانول، صح ولا يا نور؟ أهو يبقى احسب لها ايه؟ النمبر اوف موز. يبقى الموز اوف هيبتانول ايكوال الماس اللي هي 0.75 ديفايد باي الام ار اللي هي 114. كم يا نور طلعت معاكي؟ طلعت بكام يا نور؟ كم يا محمد؟
0.00
كم؟
0.00
واحدة واحدة، قول يا نور تفضل.
0.00 6 66.
محمد مظبوط كده؟
يس.
نفس الفرق معك. طيب اوكي، كده احنا عندنا مين؟ عندنا النمبر اوف موز اوف هيبتانول. اوكي، عدد الموز اوف هيبتانول كلها 0.0066. الموز دي كلها طلعت 19 كيلو جول. يبقى نعمل ايه بعدين؟
بنقسم الرقم ده على 19,000.
بالظبط، نقسم ال 19 دي، يعني النمبر اوف موز ده كله طلع 19، صح؟ يبقى نعمل ايه؟ نقول ال 19 اللي هو الكيو، الاماونت اوف انرجي اللي طلعت من كام؟ طلعت من 0.0066 مول. كده هيديني المول الواحد طلع كام بالظبط؟ يلا يا نور، يلا يا محمد نحسب.
اوكي.
مم.
هتطلع 2878.8.
28. ازاي 28؟
2878.
ايه؟ في زيروز ولا لا؟
لا مفيش زيرو.
28 ايوه.
78.
يا
78.
مستر it's 19,000.
اه ثواني يا محمد بس، كملي كملي، ماشي ايوه كملي ها. بعدين
0.8.
0.8 هنعمل ايه بعدين؟ يلا يا محمد ايه هنعمل؟
بنضربه في 1,000.
نضربه ولا نقسمه؟ وايه؟ مم. نضربه ولا نقسمه؟ انت هتستخدمه هو زي ما هو يا محمد. ال
اوكي
19، ال 19 هتستخدمها زي ما هي. اوكي؟ اوكي يا
اوكي.
نور؟
يس تمام.
يبقى احنا هنعمل ايه؟ الاول هنعرف احنا عندنا كام مول. ازاي نعرفها؟ ديفايد الماس اوفر الام ار. عرفنا ان عندنا المولز دي كلها. طيب المولز دي كلها ادتنا 19 كيلو جول، يبقى المول الواحد ادانا بكام؟ لانه وات هي نيد مولر انثالبي تشينج. يعني ايه مولر انثالبي تشينج؟ يعني عايز المول الواحد بيدينا انرجي تشينج قد ايه بالظبط؟ فاهماها؟ عايزك تفهميها. المولز كلها ادتنا
ايوه
19، يبقى المول الواحد ادانا كام؟ ادانا القيمه ده. اوكي؟
يس تمام.
طيب اتمنى تكون واضحه. ثانيه نور اللي حسيتك مش عارفاها، هتعملي ايه هنا؟ سمعين.
اول حاجه هنجيب النمبر اوف مولز بتاعت الهيبتانول، هنعمل
ايوه
الماس divided by ال 114. بعدين الانسر اللي هنجيبه
ليه طيب؟ ليه
هنعمل،
هتعملي ماس ديفايد باي 114؟
عشان احنا عاوزين النمبر اوف مولز بتاعت الهيبتانول.
صح، بعدين
بعدين هنعمل 19 divided by number of moles اللي احنا طلعناها،
ايوه
وهنجيب الانسر.
بالظبط، لان هو عايز ايه؟ مولر انثالبي تشينج. مولر انثالبي تشينج يعني ايه مولر انثالبي تشينج؟ يعني المول الواحد ادانا انثالبي، يعني هيت. كلمه انثالبي يعني حراره. molar enthalpy change means how many how many kilojoule of temperature change by this move. طيب find the delta H for this reaction. اعتقد انها بسيطه وسهله يعني. تفضلوا اعملوها ابعتوا لي في الشات بوكس حتى.
اوكي.
يلا دلتا اتش ها انرجي ان ماينس انرجي اوت.
اوكي.
بس خلي بالك مع الاتش بوند اتش هتضربها في 2 لان عندك ايه 2 في الاول.
Mister,
Yes.
I got the answer.
What is the answer? Send it. I need to see your steps.
Okay, send it.
يلا يا نور. يا
Yes,
محمد.
woman.
محمد I need to see steps. خلي بالك انت عندك 3 mark. You have 3 mark. 3 mark means you must write steps. يعني your answer is correct ولكن the examiner will give you only 1 mark, 1 out of 3. Energy in 1 mark, energy out 1 mark. If الدلتا اتش الفاينل 1 mark. Yes نور. Yes. طبعا لازم نكتب كيلو جول بينهم. انتوا الاثنين صح على فكره، برافو عليك.
اوكي.
بس محمد فاضل يكتب الستبس بس.
اوكي.
اوكي اخر شيء في الامتحان النهارده the last one. احنا عرفنا ان الرياكشن طبعا اكزو ولا اندو؟
عنده.
اندو. اندو ولا اكزو؟
اكزو.
واي اكزو؟ واي اكزو؟
اتس عنده.
محمد نيجاتيف 486. اكزو ولا اندو؟ I need one answer.
نيجاتيف.
يبقى ايه؟
I think شوية.
لا نور اتفضلي. اكزو ولا اندو؟
Exo.
اكزو. واي اكزو؟
Because
Because there is a minus sign.
هذا نيجاتيف
negative.
لانها نيجاتيف صح؟ طيب ما دام اكزو لما نرسم انرجي ليفل دايجرام ممكن ترسمه لي؟ اهو 2H2 بلس O2 ادينا 2H2O. 2H2 بلس O2 2H2 plus O2 will form 2H2O. يلا اتفضل.
understand.
Okay. مظبوط يا نور، صح كده. خليه لاين نوت ايرور يا نور، ها خليه لاين نوت ايرور. اوكي، يبقى احنا هنا هنرسم another line. هنكتب هنا reactant 2H2 plus O2 ونكتب تحت ال 2H2O كده، ناخد عليها 1 مارك، وبعدين نعمل لاين بالشكل ده ونكتب عليه انه هو الدلتا اتش. This is delta H. اوكي، وكده خلصنا الامتحان. Any question, any comment? Any question, any comment? أي سؤال يا ولاد؟ نور.
No.
طيب أنا حبيتكم امتحاننا وتحلوه وتبعتوه لي. إحنا كده حقنا امتحان مع بعض. حقنا امتحان إيه؟ مع بعض together، وهو 2018 paper 2 CR. Now I'm going to send an exam for you as you like. You have a choice. You have to solve, you have to print it and send, or send in a separate paper. So as you like, yeah. So 2017 2CR. 2017
Homework or now?
Now you have to solve the exam, ya Mohamed. Now we will finish the session. After that, you start to print this exam or without printing, as you like. Okay. After that, start to send the exam form. Okay. 1 hour
Okay.
for this exam. 1 hour only, not more than 1 hour. Okay, no? So start your timer, start your clock. If you start 2 exactly, you have to end with 3. If you start with 3, you have to end with 4. لازم طبعا نتعود على time management. Okay.
Okay.
طيب. This is the exam. Now I'm going to send the exam paper for you.
Send it in Telegram, okay?
2017 to CR. Okay, so start, please. Any question, any comment at the end of our session today?
No.
Any question, any comment?
No.
Go ahead. وأنا إن شاء الله حلوه بعتوه لي and I will give you my feedback إن شاء الله. أهو الامتحان يا محمد، أنا بعته لك.
شكرا يا مستر.
اوكي يلا تحقوا دلوقتي 1 hour وتبعتوه. Thank you for listening. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم.